Welcome to High Infidelity, the best cheating videos on YouTube. If you enjoy this content, remember to subscribe and turn on notifications. Now let's get into the video.
I cheated on my husband of 13 years, trying to work things out. We have been married for 13 years and have 2 kids. We are both 34. Somewhere along the way, things got stale, as they do after you have kids, get comfortable in your roles with each other, etc. In this staleness, my husband became married to his work. He is very good at what he does and making money. I know at first he was making a better life for me and my kids, but at one point, it became about his success and how far he could go. I have always appreciated his work ethic and desire to provide for us, and he was extremely good at it. He began pushing us away and had even gone as far as to say he wasn't sure if he was in love with me, but just comfortable with our relationship. I didn't read too much into that at first because I knew that this must be something all long-term couples go through, but it began to weigh on me. I threw myself at him, I bought lingerie, I made little surprises through the day for him. I texted, love notes, blah, blah, blah. I begged for counseling, but he refused time and again. And then I realized he was married to his job. He was out of town half the time, and when he was home, he was firmly planted on the couch, playing video games or surfing Reddit. He gets a job offer that will move us away. I asked him not to take it. The money wasn't much more and would have uprooted our family. He decided to take it, put our house on the market, and travel back home on the weekends. Shortly after he took the job was the first time I cheated on him. I had been in contact with an ex-boyfriend from high school. I had no attraction to him, it was truly just friendship. He was visiting my town, and I agreed to go see a show with him. From the moment we saw each other again, Yule tension was high. We got drunk, I kissed him, and ended up sleeping with him that night. I knew it was wrong. I had no intention of it happening, and the guilt was crushing. At the same time, it was exhilarating to be desired again. We continued to chat on FB, Skype, talk on the phone occasionally. I eventually began pushing him away and ignoring his "you will talk." And then it was just over. We still would chat occasionally on FB, but it was always short and no hints of sex. I never intended to tell my husband. The next time it happened, a friend of a friend expressed interest in me. Our mutual friend said, "Stay away, she's married." Well, he didn't. We became Facebook friends, and eventually I slept with him too. This went on for about 2 months. He ended it because he wanted to start dating someone who was actually available. I didn't want it to end. I was so caught up in the bubble of being desired and fulfilled. We stayed friends and still spent a good deal of time together, though not sexually. My husband decided to check my internet history because he was suspicious of our friendship. He found evidence, confronted me. I denied it at first, but I came clean about him. I didn't give all the details, and we both went through the harrowing experience of him prying it all out of me. He decides to take me to a polygraph exam. I failed it, and we went through another round of him prying details out of me about the other affair. Now it's all out in the open. We have been going through counseling, and things are honestly better all the time. He is a more attentive father and husband, and I am being transparent and honest with him about everything. I let him check my phone records, texts, internet history. He has access to all my emails. I don't complain about this at all. I understand it, and I'm willing to be an open book. I also signed a postnup that takes my name off the house and everything else we own. I know that probably wasn't a smart move, but I thought it would be a huge step in gaining his trust back. This has all happened over the past 7 months. Last week, he asked me to submit to another polygraph out of the blue. I am resistant to taking it because I feel like it's not constructive. It doesn't move us forward. He feels like there's something else I'm not telling him because he had to drag everything else out of me. I feel like if I take it, it's just going to hamper his healing and keep him from learning to trust again. I am terrified of failing it, though I will be telling the truth. Know that we will never be the same again. I make no excuses for my choices. They were wrong, and I feel horrible. We are both mourning the death of our relationship and the death of what our relationship could have been. I truly believe that we love each other and want to be together and can have a new future. I don't know if we can do that if he doesn't take a leap of faith. TLDR, I cheated on my husband with 2 men because I was selfishly feeling neglected, and we are trying to find a way to help him trust me again. How can I help him heal? How can I deal with the soul-crushing guilt? Story 2. My boyfriend doesn't want me rooming with our female friends because they're his friends. I'm hurt and confused. All advice appreciated. Odd situation here. My boyfriend, Adam, late 20s/M, and I, late 20s/F, have been dating for 3 years. I met him at university when we were both starting master's degrees. I quickly met 2 of the girls from his department through him and have become quite close to them. We frequently all hang out together, though I sometimes hang with one of the girls separately, and Adam works on degree-related projects with the other. Recently got a job offer in a huge metropolitan city where the two girls are currently flatmates. Adam will be there too, but he and I have decided not to live together because one of his guy friends needs a flatmate and my parents are difficult to deal with when I cohabitate as a single lady. Adam has also said he'd like to enjoy the chance to live the Bach life again before he and I settled down. I recently found out that our two female friends are looking for a new flat. I proposed the idea of the three of us hunting together so we could all save money and live with people we know. Adam has gotten really moody since I pitched this idea to them. He says that it is really weird for me to live with his friends and that it would make things awkward if we broke up. He says he has no plans to break up, but he wants to be a realist. He's requested some time to sort his feelings out about whether or not he could handle me living with the gal pals. I'm quite taken aback by all of this. Am I ridiculous in feeling hurt? How do we navigate this difference in opinional DR? My boyfriend doesn't want me to live with mutual friends because he feels they're more his friends and it would make things awkward. I'm confused. How do we negotiate this? Story 3 boyfriend 40 male says I 36 female make him feel like less of a man when I do projects around the house. Throw away because he loves Reddit. I've always been an independent, crafty, resourceful kind of gal. I fix most things, my car, appliances, etc., on my own with my own tools. I recently moved in with my boyfriend of 1 year. He is sweet, protective, and always looks out for me. He's more of a hot, nerdy, tech type than the kind of guy who fixes your kitchen sink, but is very, very macho and can be a bit chauvinistic. He's smart and can fix any computer or tech problem, and always tells me he wants me to think of him as my hero. When we moved in together, I noticed I had way more power tools than he did. Not a problem to me at all. I'm happy to share. But he insisted that he do all of the DIY / projects around the house, like assembling furniture, changing light bulbs, etc. I agreed, but said if he took too long to do them, I would just do them myself. I don't think he was aware of how handy I am. He didn't like that. Fast forward a few months. I've asked for a few things to get done. They didn't, so I did them. Nothing huge, light bulb changes and fixing part of cabinet. But my boyfriend got very upset. He said it makes him feel like less of a man when I do these things. But I also feel frustrated that he's not okay with me just changing a light bulb when I've done way more electrical or home improvement projects on my own than that. I've been trying to support him, cheering him on and making it a big deal when he assembled an IKEA dresser or hung up Christmas lights. And at this point, I pretty much set everything up for him. Put new light bulb and step stool out in front of where it needs to be changed, so it can get done quickly and I don't have to wait around. I don't want to emasculate him by fixing things, but he can also take days to do something. What can I do to get him to do projects quicker? Boyfriend takes forever fixing things. How can I get him to speed it up?